This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
Lisa from Milwaukee is up next. Lisa, how can we help?
Hi, George and Ken. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You bet.
My question, a little bit of a background. I started a business in 2023, and it took a little time to get it ramped up, so I didn't make that much in 2023. So the taxes that I paid were relatively low. But in 2024, I did much better, and as I was giving all my documents to my tax preparer, I said, oh my gosh, I'm sick. I can just imagine how much I'm going to have to pay in taxes. Is there anything I can do to reduce my tax bill? I'm in real estate, and I said, aside from purchasing properties, I'm not in that mode yet. And he said that I have a self-directed Roth IRA, but that won't reduce my tax bill. He said I could open a traditional IRA, a simple IRA, or a self-directed 401k. But at this point, my only option is a traditional IRA for 2024 tax benefits. Is it beneficial for somebody self-employed to open a traditional IRA for tax benefits?
Well, I mean, you're just switching it up. So with the Roth side, you're paying taxes now and then never again. And so what you're saying is, well, I'd rather not pay the taxes now, but one day when you go to withdraw that money, you're going to pay taxes on it. So there's no way to really avoid the tax man. You're going to do it on either side. And if I'm in your shoes, I would just stick with the Roth. I don't like doing anything for the tax benefit. I know it stinks to pay taxes, but it's just part of making an income in America today. And so I would do any other thing you can do to reduce your taxable income through deductions and credits, but I don't think it's worth switching to the traditional side just to save a little bit on taxes.
Should I have an additional retirement account besides the self-directed Roth IRA because my expenses for my business, my startup expenses, I had some more, but now my expenses are very minimal. So the amount of deductions that I have are very small. So the only thing that he said that could reduce is either purchasing real estate, which again isn't my mode of operation.
You're out of options as far as tax advantage retirement accounts.
Okay.
Do you have a health insurance plan?
I'm through Marketplace. I was diagnosed with cancer 4 years ago, so my health insurance is astronomical.
Is it a high deductible plan or is it PPO? Do you know what it is?
I believe it's HMO, but based on my income, it's $600 a month essentially.
Got it. I was asking because if you have a high deductible healthcare plan, you can do an HSA, which is a health savings account, and you can actually invest through there with tax advantages. So it kind of becomes a bonus retirement account in that way. Outside of your Roth IRA. Beyond that, beyond the HSA, a Roth IRA, if you have no other options that you can do, you could always go to a taxable brokerage account, non-retirement, and just dump money in there into some S&P index funds.
Okay, and that would give me a tax advantage then?
It wouldn't give you a tax advantage, but it's another way to invest if you're not hitting that 15%. Are you debt-free with an emergency fund currently?
For 2 years when I was healing cancer, I didn't work at all. So I was living off of credit cards. So in 2023, I paid off about $10,000. And this past year, I paid off the remaining $50,000 in credit cards.
Oh, wow. Way to go.
And I should feel great, right? But because my income is so unpredictable, it really took everything. Besides, I had enough money. I didn't know how much I was going to pay in taxes. But so
where are you at now?
In terms of
your debt?
Being debt. So no credit card. I do have about $17,000 remaining on a student loan, which I was hoping to tackle this year.
Okay. If I was in your shoes, and again, you called our show, this is the way we do it, I would pause all investing, you know this, and knock out the student loans, get an emergency fund, because right now you are skating on some thin ice. All it takes is one more emergency, and you're back to using the credit cards.
Yep.
It's going to move you backwards, and you're not going to be able to build wealth because you're going to be dealing with all these ankle biter things. And so getting rid of that debt, getting the emergency fund in place should be your A1 before you get to investing.
Okay. I thought you would say that, but I wanted confirmation.
There you go.
You got it. We are here for you, Lisa.
He's consistent.
We're rooting for you.
I'm telling you, the clock and George Kamel got the same consistency.
I'm ticking.
Going to hit the mark.